All right, let's be real for a second. Have you ever tried to look at your own electronic medical record and just felt completely lost? I mean, it's a mess, right? Well, it turns out that jumble of digital paperwork, it actually holds the key to the entire future of artificial intelligence in medicine. Yeah, really. Let's dive in and figure out why. Okay, so first things first. Why on earth are medical records still so confusing? I mean, this whole system is supposed to be digital and super streamlined, but a lot of the time, it just feels clunky and inconsistent. If you've ever felt that frustration, trust me, you are not alone. So what is actually going on under the hood? Well, it turns out it's because every single medical record has these two kind of competing personalities living inside of it. Think of it like a split personality. On one side, you've got this neat, tidy, super organized, structured data. And on the other side, you've got this creative, but kind of chaotic, unstructured data. And believe it or not, the battle between these two is what's shaping the entire future of healthcare. So let's really break this down. What do these two types of data actually look like when a doctor is, typing away? Okay, first up, we have structured data. The easiest way to think about this is like filling out a form online. One with really specific rules. It's all the information that goes into these nice predefined boxes. We're talking drop-down menus, check boxes, or those specific number fields for things like your age, your temperature, or your blood pressure. It's clean, it's organized, and most importantly, it's super easy for a computer to read and understand. And then you've got unstructured data. This is the total opposite. Imagine your doctor just jotting down notes in a blank notebook. That's basically what this is. It's the free-flowing paragraphs in a physician's notes, or maybe the discharge summary after a hospital stay. Now, this stuff is full of important details and context, but to a computer, it's just a big wall of words. It's a jumble. Okay, now this difference between structured and unstructured is not just some nerdy technical detail. No, it creates a massive problem for the future of medicine. It's a problem that engineers have a great name for, the garbage in problem. Let's take a closer look. See, because so much of our medical history gets captured as that messy, unstructured text, our records are just littered with challenges. We're talking about records that are incomplete, terminology that's all over the place. I mean, you get data silos where one hospital can't talk to another. There's just a total lack of standardization. It's a digital mess. And here is a perfect, simple example of this problem in action. So let's say an AI is trying to find all of the patients who have high blood pressure, okay? It would probably find patient 2 pretty easily because it's clearly listed as hypertension. But it could completely miss patient 1 because the doctor just used the common abbreviation HTN. Now, to you and me, that's the same thing, right? But to a basic computer program, they are two completely different things. The AI just gets confused. And this leads us right to a classic phrase in computer science: garbage in, garbage out. It's a really simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. If you feed an AI system messy, inconsistent, garbage data, you're only ever going to get unreliable garbage results back out. It's that simple. And really, that's the bottom line here. For AI to do all the amazing things we want it to do in medicine, like predicting disease or helping doctors make better decisions, it is completely dependent on getting clean, consistent, and meaningful data to learn from. The quality of what you put in is everything. So, the big question is, how do we fix this, right? How do we possibly bring order to all of this data chaos? Well, the solution, as it turns out, is actually surprisingly straightforward. See, we don't necessarily need fancier algorithms or, way more powerful computers. The real solution is so much more fundamental than that. We just need a more structured, a more organized way of capturing the information right from the very beginning. And let me show you how this would work in the real world. So instead of a doctor just typing HTN into a blank text box, they would actually select hypertension from a standardized drop-down list. See the difference? They'd enter your vitals into clearly defined number fields. They'd choose your medications from a pre-approved set list. This simple shift completely transforms data entry from a messy, error-prone process into a clean, standardized, and most importantly, useful one. And when you make that shift, that's when things get really exciting. That's when the magic happens. By focusing on getting clean data from the start, we unlock the true potential of AI. And that leads to smarter systems and ultimately way better health for all of us. Honestly, the power of clean data is just immense. All of a sudden, this information becomes super easy to analyze across millions of patients. It can reliably feed and train AI models. It lets us build these powerful tools that can actually support doctors in their daily work. And at the end of the day, all of that leads to better, safer outcomes for patients, for you and me.
And this simple change in how we do things leads to a pretty dramatic change in the results.
And here's the payoff, crystal clear. AI models that are trained on that clean, structured data are just significantly more accurate and reliable. And that right there is the difference between a cool science project and a tool a doctor can actually trust to help take care of you. It's a huge deal.
So, as we wrap this up, what's the big takeaway? What's the one thing to remember? It's that the future of healthcare AI probably isn't what you think it is.
You know, it's not all about these super complex algorithms or sci-fi robots. The conversation so often gets stuck on the flashy, futuristic stuff. But the real revolution, the thing that's actually going to change everything, is happening somewhere much more fundamental.
The path to smarter, more effective artificial intelligence in medicine, it's paved with something incredibly practical. The simple, disciplined practice of capturing good, clean, structured data, right from the start. Which kind of leaves us with a final, pretty wild thought. Forget all these sci-fi fantasies for a second. Is it possible that the biggest key to unlocking the future of AI in medicine isn't some brand new complex algorithm, but just a better checklist? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.